Alright, so we are reclaiming on this unit here. When you start it up, you have really high head pressure on your right side, but you don't have no pressure on your left. So when I went up and I checked the evaporator, all we saw was on the discharge line going into your piston, one side of it was frozen and the other side was warm. So if you get to the point where one side is really cold and one side is really warm, then you automatically know you have a clogged piston. So we're reclaiming right now. We're about to go up there here. As soon as this gets done, as soon as we get done reclaiming, we're going to change this piston out. Now I'm going to show you guys how to do that. It's dropping lower here. So we should be about another 10-15 minutes. I'm going to pause this while I go upstairs here in a minute. And then we'll resume the video after that, so you guys can kind of see how the piston affects everything, and then we'll come back up out here and we'll charge it up after we change that piston. Make sure you guys use virgin refrigerant. So if you have a piston that's clogged after you reclaim it, don't reuse that refrigerant unless you have a new filter dryer on there, because then that filter dryer is going to get plugged and then you're going to have the same issue. Except this time you're going to have high pressure on your low side suction line instead of high pressure on your discharge line. We are just about there. So in reality, you could pump this down with the compressor. It'd probably work a lot better, but because we have a clog in the discharge line right where the piston is going into the evaporator, you know, we don't want to push any of that stuff farther into the system. So once we reclaim this, we're going to go ahead and render it useless, and we're not going to use this refrigerant again. So it's kind of costly because you're going to have to get another reclaiming cylinder, but like I said, it's better to be safe than sorry. Alright guys, that's as far as it's going to go down here. I'm going to go up there and we're going to change the piston here. Alright guys, so we've made it to the evaporator. Okay. Alright, so this is where your piston goes, right in here, right? So this side was freezing up and this side was warm, so it tells me it was clogged. So when you go to change your piston, there's a couple things. One, make sure you have everything reclaimed. Two, make sure you use your bigger side channel locks on the side of the piston. That way when you're going to loosen that, you're not having a lot of pressure behind it. You know, that way you don't break that. Because if you break this part over here, going into the evaporator, right where them things are, you're never going to be able to fix that leak. It's going to leak forever. So another thing is once you get this piston changed out, you still have to put a vacuum pump on there because you've opened the system up to atmospheric pressure. So when you put the vacuum pump on, you just don't run it until it hits 0. You want to get a micron gauge. You want to make sure you get down to 500 microns or a 30-inch vacuum on your see how easy that is when you have enough pressure on the side over here, or when you have fully evacuated, the best we're gonna get here. And you see that piston came right out. Nothing else holding it in at all. So if you see it, alright. Now, a couple other things. One, see the shape of the piston? This side right here, that side right here goes in. So it goes in like this, okay? So as you put it in here, it goes in like that. Goes in. Got your little gasket right there. It goes right there. Put it in. We're gonna tighten it up. Alright. And once again, same theory. You want it to be tight on this side. So then when you go to tighten this up, you don't break it. Right? Don't over tighten it, guys. All right. That's it for that. Go ahead and put the drain back on here. We're going to pull a vacuum on it first, and then we're going to charge it up. And once we charge it up, then we want to kind of see what pressures we get. Something in that refrigerant was dirty. I had it clogged up. That's why every time you install a unit, you use a filter dryer. Because if you don't, I can guarantee you that at some point, there's going to be a non-condensable that gets in there, or it's going to get stuck. Or when you're brazing and you don't use nitrogen, it's going to get stuck in there. You know, all that soot from the torch is going to be in there. Alright, we are going to go back downstairs here, and we are going to put the vacuum pump on and then charge. Alright, we had just got done with a vacuum here. We are going to start charging this up. And for you guys that are using MO99 now, make sure you flush the lines when you pull R22 out. I don't charge MO99 on part of R22. One, because it's illegal. You don't know what the pressures are going to be, and you're creating a different refrigerant. The other thing is once you switch it to MO99 and you flush the lines and everything, label it so everyone knows what it is. Alright, so let's see how we're doing. Probably fast. See it flowing. About 90 degrees, so you want your high side pressure to be about 120. First, we want to make sure that we're not just getting stuck there where the piston is. Because if we are, it means there's something that's clogged in the evaporator that's preventing it from flowing through. The way this is bouncing up and down doesn't look good. Yeah, that's not good. So, see how we flush the lines. See how your high side pressure is high. As you go over here to your low side pressure, you don't have nothing. It means there's something stuck in your evaporator. Even though we pro flush and we put a vacuum, when something gets stuck in there like that, you're gonna have to change it. You know, you can try blowing it out with nitrogen, trying to raise the PSI as high as you can, but you're probably just going to get it stuck farther in the evaporator. We're going to end up having to reclaim all this again, and probably going to have to change the whole air handler unit up there.